His dad a dancehall superstar, but likkleaddi also in the game and shooting for man of the match.
Dad is home.
Jumped up, threw down my phone, run up and down in the house, bathing. I mean, that day I actually picked up my dad from the prison. I mean, the feeling was overwhelming.
Kartel with some verses on his son's Man of the Match track, currently in the top 6 trending songs on YouTube in Jamaica.
The hook, it's a catchy hook. It's about generational wealth, so I think almost everybody can relate to that. Everybody wants to be rich.
Man of the match, dog. Send him money now, yeah, the cash for hands on. Hustle like daddy, him get it from my grandpa.
Would you say that you're closer to being rich than most people?
I'll say that I'm very fortunate, you know, to be living in a house like this.
Were you always aware of being fortunate?
Me and my friends, we all live similar lifestyles, you know what I mean? Typical uptown kids.
And not giving away too much.
I'm an introvert. I like to be alone, but at the same time, I like the limelight.
Fix things like Lionel Messi plus Christie. 3-piece, 2-time, 1 game, big 6.
Akil is likkleaddi, the second of vybzkartel's 3 sons with Shorty, and a fixture in his father's plethora of postings since being sprung from prison by the Court of Appeal in September.
The love that he receives from his fans, you know what I mean? It's a great feeling. Just to see him embrace all of that after 13 years.
Money can't do enough, so me tackle the bread. Put the clocks, boot down, me go bally the crep. Book a first class flight, now I bally me there.
Well, man of the match, that's me. It's viral right now.
You know what people are going to say, Daddy is on the song also, and that helps to push some of those numbers. Is that the case?
I mean, that was expected, but I didn't need my father on this song for it to reach where it is right now, because that song was written before my father got out of prison. He just decided to add a verse on it, and it went from there.
And that's the story, and you're sticking with it?
That's the story.
Me inna the X6, Susan at the bad bench, Adi inna the RD, no fool can't call we. If I'm a football, we nah hold no corner. Me and my son them cool,
Kartel missing from the story for 13 years, but his outsized reputation looming large in his children's lives.
Me and my brother, that's Likkle Vybz, we've been doing music since prep school. I was always around my father in the studio growing up, seeing a lot of artists pass through the house, so he was there from day one. Music was always my passion.
Bring the money, come, pile it up and put it down. Yeah, the whole of it, me know what you want me done.
$sign, first 6 songs.
Dollar sign.
I don't classify myself as a dancehall artist or a reggae artist. Listen to all type of genre. I have other songs where I sing.
Can you give us a little taste of that singing likkleaddi right now?
You know, so my voice kinda, you know what I mean, I have a cold right now.
Why does that sound convenient?
They think Mr. Miller go out with it.
Call a pretty girl, tell her say we have body.
His generation into the new music.
Yeah, that's fine, but you know, every now and then you have to tap back into the old dancehall music. The original dancehall, the do. It will definitely help the music spread more. It will definitely help trap dancehall to spread more. So we, UTG, we are going to bring that back into the game, the old dancehall.
Some bad t-shirt from Philippines.
Kartel and likkleaddi making up for lost time.
Father and son moment, that's it. You know what I mean? Being in the studio, which I can't be able to do that right now. So I'm just grateful for that. Father got arrested when I was like 9 years old, I think. 9 years old or 7. So we're catching up on stuff like that right now. To be honest, even though my father was locked up, I already knew my dad. You know what I mean? So his behavior right now, how he's moving right now, it doesn't really surprise me. That's my dad. That's vybzkartel.
Did it make you uncomfortable that he was a figure of notoriety, that a lot of people were just fascinated by vybzkartel and anything having to do with vybzkartel was of interest to them?
Yeah, I was definitely aware. We just make people talk. That's all them can talk, you know what I mean?
I was as a source of discomfort.
It was, but we just learn how to deal with those sort of things, you know what I mean? Just keep our emotions bottled.
Who did you rely on for emotional support?
Definitely my mom. Big up my mother all the time, yeah man, my mother.
What's the one thing you remember your mom telling you when all of that was playing out?
Don't worry. Everything will be controlled by God. Don't worry.
Was that enough for you?
It wasn't enough, but as I say, I'm my mother, so we just have to listen to mommy. See where everything go from there.
Who do you think is most like your dad?
All three of us, in our own way, you know what I mean? All three of us have different features from our dad, so that's what I'll say.
Who is most like your mom?
People them always say I'm me still, so I guess me. I have our smile, my love, laugh, and them things that give my personality change from my father. The swag, that's me. All of that I steal from him.
What is it that you would want Jamaica and people who are skeptical maybe about your dad, what would you want them to know about him?
He's a changed person. You know what I mean? He's all about family and God right now. So that's what I'll let the people of Jamaica know.
But what has he changed from?
His old ways, I guess I'll say his old ways, you know what I mean?
What do you remember of his old ways?
Well, back then I really couldn't tell my father nothing still, you know, at all. But right now, he's willing to listen, you know what I mean, take advice from other people, so it's a good thing.
One of them watchdogs, send the money now, you're the cash up for hands on. Hustle like that, they can get it from my grandpa. See how I'ma do it.
Like Cartel fans, likkleaddi counting down to his dad's Freedom Street return concert on New Year's Eve. So there's going to be a segment with Cartel and his kids.
And his kids, UTG. I feel elated, so it's my first time watching him live in concert, so it's going to be epic.
What is it that you aspire to do with your life?
Well, right now, Anthony, I'm just aim for greatness, you know what I mean? Striving to be better than my dad. So that's the mission right now.
So you've set yourself a tall order, being better than your dad?
From a younger age, I always wanted to be better than him.
I came today expecting a likkleaddi dub, and I can't get one because you said your voice ain't good.
No man, me give you a dub, Anthony, just because of you. Yo, ER, man of the match dog, send the money now, you're the cash up for hands on. Same way I'm do it and I mash up the platform.
Man of the watchdog, send the money now, you're the cash up for hands on. Hustle like that, they can get it from my grandpa.